Even no. Now here we're going to make a scarf for winter time. This nice green yarn right here. Little basket. We'll set that down there between our feet. We're going to use this loom. It's a nice little loom right here. Very easy to use. Let me show you how it's done. First thing we want to do is we want to tie our yarn off to this little anchor point right here. So let's make a little loop. I like to leave a long tail of yarn. Makes it a little bit easier to bind off. So I leave a little bit of extra yarn right there on the end of that loop. Let's tie this off right here. Cinch it up just a little bit. Now what you want to do is put our yarn on every other peg. So we start out here on this one. Go this way. Can you all see that all right? Every other peg. Doesn't have to be too tight. Just tight enough so it don't come off the pegs. Let's get some slack here. Turn the loom around. Pull up some more yarn. And now on the other side, every other peg. Now these scarves that I'm making here will be used for this upcoming winter by my children and grandchildren. Okay. Okay. Now, spin this around here. Let's tie this off over here so it don't come undone. What we have to do now is set the anchor. This is the anchor yarn, and you want to use a contrasting color because it's going to help you when you go to remove the scarf from the loom. Let's reach up underneath here, pull that through on this one end. Let's go to the other side. We'll do the same thing. I'm going to pull that through on that side. The other thing that the anchor yarn does is keep the scarf from unraveling as we go along. Now what we want to do is go to every other peg again. Turn the loom around. Let's get some slack. Okay. I'll take our pick. What we're going to do is we're going to lift the bottom row over the top row. Let's push that down just a little bit so it don't come undone. Okay, there's one side. Now we have to go to the other side and do the same thing. Pull the bottom row over the top row. Just takes a little bit of time, but that's okay. You've got a lot of time to do this. Wintertime is a good few months off. There we go. Let's push all those to the bottom. There we go. Look at that. That's the first row of your scarf. Let's do another few rows. Every other peg. Turn the loom around. Every other peg. Once you get started, it gets a little bit easier. Okay, bottom over the top. It's probably the hardest thing, is getting started. There's that side. We'll go to the other side. Do the same thing. Bottom over the top. Don't get in no hurry. You got all summer and all fall to get this done. There ain't no hurries when you're working with the yarn. Get over here. Push those down just a skoshie bit. Alright. Every other peg. Turn the loom around. Let's get some more slack out of that yarn there. Okay, take our pick. That's kind of tight. We were supposed to get some rain this afternoon, but it never happened. Okay, there's that one side. Let's push that down just a little bit. We'll go to the other side. We're looping the bottom over the top. It's actually a lot of fun. Let's push those down so they don't slip off. You see the pattern? Once we get the pattern going, it's bottom over the top. The bottom yarn over the top yarn on the peg. Now what I'm going to do real quick before this anchor yarn slips out, I'm going to tie a knot right here, so we don't lose our anchor yarn in the process. This anchor yarn is keeping the bottom here from unraveling. Can you all see that? We don't want the beginnings of our scarf to unravel. We'd have to start all over again. We don't want to do that. So as we're going along, feeding yarn bottom side over the top side on the pegs, as we're going along, the yarn will come out the bottom of the loom. I'll show you who makes this loom. This right here, it's called Knit Quick. There's the name. I knew it was someplace. Loops and Threads. Very nice. Very nice. Look at that nice scarf she's got on. Yeah, ours is going to look like that, hopefully, when we get done. You want to do another row? Or do you want to take a break? I think I got to take a break. Gotta get up and go to work tomorrow. So, we'll come back to this and we'll continue the process of every other peg, bottom yarn, looped over the top yarn on the peg. Weren't that easy? Now it gets to be a little bit of a grizzly bear when we have to remove our scarf from the loom, we're going to have to bind off on the beginning side and bind off on the trailing side. We'll get there, and y'all get to see that. All right, folks. Thank you very much for stopping by and helping us getting ready for winter. We'll see you next time. These are the folks right here that made the yarn. That's a nice one. Bernat, softy chunky. That'll make a good scarf right there, and I like that color. Green's my favorite color. Did y'all know that? Okay. We'll put that back for just a skoshie bit. We'll start on it again tomorrow.